So this is kind of how it all starts. I come out to Tom's and pick up the car. It's a really low maintenance car, very little to do, check the oil, charge the battery, and that's about it. So it's really easy to get going. Tom's a great friend, kind of my race sponsor, benefactor, letting me borrow his truck for the long hauls and letting me store his car out here, my car out here, which is great. And a lot of encouragers, you know, I got Bob and all my friends encourage me, but this is really truly one where Tom makes it possible, or certainly makes it possible the way it is. So I'm all loaded up. I've got to pick up some fuel, a little ice. It's going to be 104 degrees ambient air temperature, which means the track will be about 120. And when you see the outfit I got on, you'll understand why I need to pick up a little ice to hydrate. And we're about 4 hours from the track, so we'll update you as we go along. This is actually, for me, about the scariest part of the weekend is moving this truck and trailer in and picking up fuel. We're going to use a lot of it. Probably over the weekend we're going to burn about 200 gallons of fuel. So with the race and the Enduro and driving up there and driving back, so we burn a lot of dead dinosaurs in this hobby. But I'm in the gas station and I'm going to be able to put on fuel, and so the worst part of the weekend is over. Well, this is where the real Enduro starts. I'm just now getting on Interstate 5. I'm taking a right onto Interstate 5. In about 240 miles, I'll take a left off Interstate 5. Whoa! And we'll be there. Now this is where it gets a little sucky. Now we're in Los Angeles traffic.
I saw her today at the reception.
Mis amigos, el organizador más grande de Estados Unidos de ferias de armas, Crossroads de West. I don't need this menu. No, I don't. I already know just what I want. I work out. I own it. Now let's stop time and enjoy this moment.
Alright, this is awesome. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been on the road like exactly 4 hours, and we're ready to make that turn I promised, that left turn off the 5, and get to the track. The track we're going to today is Buttonwillow. There's 3 that we go to. There's a 4th track once in a while. Buttonwillow is the furthest away, but it's really an awesome track. For all the chaos that's unleashed on the track, they really manage the facilities closely. They have tons of rules to keep everybody safe. Everything from pit speed to where you store your fuel and where people can be, that kind of thing, obviously. And they're very strict about it. I mean, if you break the rules of some of these tracks, they just escort you to the edge of the property, and you got to figure out how to get your truck back out of the facility. So we're going to go in and sign a waiver release that releases us for the liability for the track, not for driving, but for the track. And then we'll go find Patrick and my friends and get this baby unhooked. So we're pulling up at the gate right now, and so we will check in. How are you today? We're good. I'm glad to be here. I'm sore.
Here for the weekend?
I am.
Are you going to test today?
No, I don't think so. I think just I'll be lucky if I get unloaded.
Okay, pushing it.
It's a little warm. But it's a really nice facility. There's engine shops, there's dyno tuning, there's car builders that build and rent cars out. And so it's really kind of a retail shop, supply shop. And so it's really nice to have tools and parts available in case we need them during the weekend. So I haven't really videotaped since I got here. Unloaded the car, took it off the trailer, had to do a little bit of work on it. I added the cool suit to it so that my shirt would be refrigerated tomorrow, and just started getting it prepped for tomorrow. I'm going to run now to see Ryan, the director of NASA, and then ride back to the hotel with a few guys. All right, so this is the first morning back at the track. People are starting to wake up, and cars are starting to come back in. One of the things we have to do, but we kind of break the rules how we do it, but we've got to get our cars inspected every morning. And so they have a trailer here set up where they'll look at all the safety equipment on the car and whether or not you got the right helmets and all that kind of stuff. So that's tech spec right there, and people lined up to do that. But we've been doing it long enough that they just kind of give us our stickers, so that works out really well. These are the cars that we're going to be just hanging with today. They're all different kinds of cars, but they categorize them by the speed. So, you can be running against a brand new car or a 30-year-old car. If your speeds are about the same, they group you together. So they call that TT. So we're in the TT groups today. Okay, so this is my buddy Ryan, who taught me everything I know.
Great. Now you're putting pressure on me.
It is. And he's going to help me class my car so that I don't have to...
So now we're going to take a plus one.
Thank you. That helps a lot, doesn't it?
Okay. Now we're going to turn this into 225. So
one of the great things about this car is that there's just not a lot of preparation work that needs to happen. Yesterday I added a cooler system. I got a shirt that's got hose in it so that you can circulate cold water and keep it cold. So I added that yesterday. Also added a seat brace here on the back of the seat to keep it stiff in case there's an accident. And then tire management's really one of the most important things. So we keep track of how many times each tire's been in which position and the temperatures of them. So we do tires in the morning and let the cars warm up, and that's really about all the preparation it takes.
All right, I'm Greg Greenbaum. I'm the National Time Trial and Super Touring Performance Touring Director. I'm running Group 4 at Time Trial this weekend here. Fulton Haight is our Chief of Instructors. He is running Group 3 today. John Matthew will not be here today. And Steve Hook is our Group 1 and 2 leader. This is, let's see, we have Buttonwillow now. We have, one more Buttonwillow this year, right? Does anyone know which configuration of the track we're using today? Yes, sir. What is it?
Clockwise.
One. Which direction? Excellent. Is your ability to make smart decisions. Okay? Your concentration goes, and your ability to think starts to get a little hazy. Okay? That happens before you start getting shaky, weak, nausea, vomiting, dizzy, passing out, all the other stuff. All right? But when you're out there going 130 miles an hour, it's probably pretty important that you also can make good decisions.
So we've just finished our briefing, which really are kind of fun. Early in the program, there's like a lot of training and instruction, and it's kind of academic. But in these groups, it's pretty fun. People trust each other, and we know what we're supposed to do. So now we've got about 30 minutes before we go out for our first session, which is just a kind of practice, warm up, make sure the car's holding together session. What I put together, you tell me if this is Papa John or not, I put together is a pre-flight report of everything that I have to do to get ready to go, to get the car ready, driver safety, process on how to start the car, all the different things. Then pre-launch, which is what we do at the grid before we head out, how we shut down the car, and actually how I exit the car. And then once I'm out of the car, what do I need to do? Because we get pressed for time a little bit sometimes, and you just don't want to overlook the fact that your hood's not locked down or something like that. Not that that's ever happened, but so that's the pre-flight. So we're about 20 minutes out. I'm gonna start getting ready, and then next session I'll actually record it. This is just kind of a get out there and let's get some track time real quick. So the time between sessions just seems to go like really fast, even though there's like an hour. There just kind of is always things to do. So I'll take you over next time and show you. But in the very first session, in my class, TTF, I finished first, and even if I move myself up to the next class, I finished second out of that class. So although I'm only competing against a few people, I could get a trophy today. So we just got called to the grid, which means we've got about 20 minutes until it's time to go. I'm going to just show you how we get dressed, because it takes a little bit of work. Yeah, doesn't it seem like it? Hi, you're very... two-layer flannel suit, so it's really heavy and warm, which is nice in the early spring sessions, but days like today it's a bit of a liability. But it's not even really required. The equipment that I'm driving with isn't really required. Yeah. Nope, I got her. Yep, I can get it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's an example how friendly people are, trying to help each other get in their cars. Get suited up to go. Earplugs. Ian and I run, when we remember to turn them in, we run radios between a couple of the cars so we can talk, and that's kind of fun. And then the baklava goes over. I don't think it's called baklava, but that's what I call it. And then the next thing is called a hand, which is basically keeps your head from wiggling and snapping if you get in a wreck, and it attaches to your helmet. So not at every event, but at a lot of them, after the thing is over, somebody will sponsor a barbecue. And this one was sponsored by Aaron and Motor Gospel Ministries. And so this is just kind of what it looks like under the patio. For those that aren't doing the Enduro, they're having a few beers. But we're like 20 minutes from the start of the Enduro, and the pace always pickens up a little bit. Like you can't find things, or tires aren't where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to try to get the camera mounted for the Enduro, but if I can't, we'll just show video tomorrow of me driving. Roman is the guy that drove the 25. He's going to do tonight by himself. 3-hour run to the Ironman. Yeah, baby. 31. Hey, 32.
Okay.
30.
Yeah, we got one for you. No, bring them down to 20, 28 and 29.
Do you need them longer?
ABS kicks back. Oh, okay, cool. You're saving. I would
such a fine car.
We're gonna rotate tires, right?
No, fuck that.
You gotta help me build one like this, buddy. No problem.
27.5.
Really?
27, yeah.
Okay.
Leave it. We're gonna roll this car forward. Good. 29.
What did you drop it down to?
I didn't. 27.5 and 29.
Fine. You want to dump the water? I'll start getting you.
Yeah.
Bring me the pillow. Woo!
There's a happy dance. So this is kind of how the day starts. It's Sunday, day 2. Everybody's starting to rally after last night's Enduro. And one of the cool things is really one of the great guys, Aaron, has got what's called Motor Gospel Ministries. So he has a little church service every morning. And we'll see if anybody's there. That's why I always come, because nobody is.
I had a little bit of a message this morning at lunchtime, but it doesn't have any ties in with what I'm doing, so just anything you feel like you need.
Tell me what you want.
Oh, okay.
Everything I need. He lets me rest in fields of green grass and lead me to the quiet pools of fresh water. He gives me strength, he guides me in the right paths with his promise. Even if I go through the deepest darkness, I will not be afraid. For you are with me. Your shepherd's rod and staff protect me. Go on.
Sure.
You prepare a banquet for me where all my enemies can see me.
So that's pretty much it. I got the car on the trailer. I just drive it right up there right after the session. So I got the car on the trailer. And we're gassed. We got enough to get it all the way home. And so got a 4-hour ride, and then I'm back to my trophy, my #1 trophy, my wife and my kids. So great weekend. Thanks for watching, and maybe we'll get you out here sometime. Bye.